Hello, hello, everyone. It's time for Monday Night Raw. We are now in the go home week of SummerSlam. It's SummerSlam week, and we're about to get things started off. So, waiting for the show to get started. Good to see you guys. Hello, Zach. Hello, George. Hello, Sophie. Good to see you all today. And hope we're up for a great show. How is everyone doing tonight? AJ Styles and the Kabuki Warriors versus Raquel, Roxanne, and Dom. I didn't hear about that match. Well, that's exciting. We certainly have a full slate tonight. We've got an 8-woman tag. We've got Jey Uso and Bronson Reed. Roman Reigns is supposed to be in the house, and I believe there's another match too that I haven't mentioned. But that's intergender 6-person absolutely looks like a good selling point as well. Should be a lot of fun. Dominic Mysterio, by the way, such a great ovation for him in Mexico at AAA over the weekend. We're going to do the 10 bell salute twice for Hogan. I assumed Raw would show the video again. Oh, well, you know what? This makes sense because the Raw roster wasn't there on Friday. So we're doing this again. Oh, and Bischoff is there. Oh, yeah, different celebrities are there. Is that Charlotte or is that Natty? Well, we're getting another Hogan tribute.
So please help us honor him now as we give a 10-bell salute to Terry Bollea, the one and the only.
Who?
The immortal Hulk Hogan.
I'm trying to see who that is up front next to Bruce Pritchard. That's not Nick, is it? I can't. The camera won't get in close on him, which makes me wonder if it's a family member. There's Jay, Dom, Adam Pearce, EO, Oscar. I mean, if anybody gets it twice, it's Hogan. Hey, Dossie. Good to see you. Big Hogan chants from the Raw crowd as we get started off again. Paying our respects to the immortal. Man. And so we're going to get that video again. I'll catch up. Justin, that's what I was wondering if that was Nick, because whoever they had front and center was a man and his wife, and I couldn't place him from anything. And he, it looked like it was Nick. God bless him, man. Catch up on a few comments while this is going on. Let's see. I mean, I don't give a crap about the people who are happy about Hogan passing away. That's no class. I mean, everybody's entitled to feel a certain way, but anybody who's parading around when someone dies needs to get a life. I don't care what color your skin is. Get a life if someone dies and you find the need to publicly celebrate. Sophie, that's not true. It sounds like you're reading things online. Like the SmackDown roster was quiet and respectful, and I don't think anybody can determine that they didn't care or that they didn't care about being there. Like you never see the passing like this. These 10 bell salutes, you never see emotion in these 10 bell salutes unless it's particularly from performers who were actively close to them. And this is a little morbid, but the one that I remember the most was Chris Benoit crying when Eddie died. And there were others who cried when Owen died too, but those were all his colleagues. Those were his contemporaries, people who were riding up and down the road with him, who were sharing the ring with him. And like you saw on Friday and tonight too, the most emotional people in the crowd are the ones who were close to him. Your Eric Bischoffs, your Jimmy Harts, your Bruce Pritchards, and stuff. So that makes sense. And so just because the active wrestlers of today aren't sharing that same level of outward emotion, that doesn't mean anything. They're just being quiet and respectful, like you would come to expect in that situation. Or if you've been in a grieving situation like that, like I have, like there's people there's people you have walked the walk with, and that is an immeasurable burden to bear trying to carry that grief. And then there's people who you didn't know all that well, but you're present for that moment, and yeah, you just don't have the same emotion outwardly displayed, and that's normal. I think it's just dirt sheet riders and people again who were reveling in his passing because they don't have a life, and trying to use that to propagate another idea that people were, like had a gun to their head to be out there. Like it's part of the job, man. It's part of the job. Get over it. We don't have this industry the way we have it without him. Anyway. Oh, picture of him and Vince. I didn't catch that the first time that Vince made TV again. Just so many moments, man, from WWF to WCW, coming back. So many moments. And still hard to sink in that that moment has happened, that's happened, and that we're past that. Yeah, that's 100% Nick. I'm 99% sure it's Nick. Wow. Yeah, there's Hogan cosplay in the crowd. Hogan chants. And I imagine that'll take us through to our first commercial break like last time. But here we are. Oh, man. Yeah. I wonder if they'll do one for NXT as well. I mean, I could understand if they don't do one for NXT. But yeah. Oh, they're playing in my commercial break. They're playing another Hulk Hogan throwback video. They're showing the WrestleMania 5 match with the Macho Man. That's awesome. Justin, good to see you, friend. Do you think Dragon Lee or Dirty Dom is going to win that 4-way match for the AAA Mega title? I don't know, but I'll tell you this. We are going to do that live. We are going to watch that AAA event in August for a live watch along. That event is free on YouTube. So just open up a second browser like I'm going to do, and we will watch along with that and see who wins that match. I think it would be wild, Justin, for Dom to win that match because they clearly treat him like a babyface in AAA. They cheered him huge, but he's a heel in WWE. So I feel like that would be a little dicey to give him a second belt. Although it would be really fun if Roxy helped him win the title and then they, and then they advance that Dom Roxy storyline. Would be interesting. And now we're getting a little NWO video montage as well. after WrestleMania 5. JR Dugan, what's up, everybody? Great DC combo this past weekend. Thank you, sir. Yeah, listen, man, A always makes for great conversation. We love bouncing off opinions off each other back and forth, and that was a lot of fun. So we will have to revisit again next month and see what we can bring to the table next time. Okay, so in the commercial break I have, they're basically doing another Hogan retrospective. They showed highlights from WrestleMania 5 against Macho Man. They showed a feature on the NWO, and now they're showing the Hogan Rock from WrestleMania X8 18 in Toronto. So yeah, no, I truly believe when we're talking about the AAA match, I think Vikingo probably still retains. Now I've heard, I didn't experience this when we watched Worlds Collide because of course that was in LA, that wasn't in Mexico. I've heard reports that he's not as highly cheered by Mexican audiences, Vikingo, but I don't know. If I was WWE, I'd just be assuming we're keeping the belt on him and we're using our other WWE luchadors and Mexican wrestlers to just kind of help put him over. But I'll tell you what would be wild is if El Grande Americano took that belt. That would be, who, by the way, is crazy over in Mexico. So all the people who complained about that gimmick can eat their words with some chips and salsa because Mexican audiences are not offended by El Grande Americano at all. They actually love him, which is wild. I mean, it's not really wild. They're just in on the joke. They're smart. So, but I got a kick out of seeing them embrace him. They have a giant Little Caesars logo on the arena. Well, I guess it's not really a Little Caesar in that case, is it? It's the Big Caesar Arena. Here comes the drone into the arena. You know, one of these days, some fan is going to get a little too friendly with one of those drones. I'm afraid. We'll see. And here comes Jey. We're getting Jey and Bronson Reed to start the show. Okay, and remember, we have confirmed Jey Uso and Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed at SummerSlam. Shamanika Williams, so good to see you. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. And here comes Jey through the crowd. I glanced over and saw all the blue on his Tron, and for a second thought we were back on SmackDown. All right. Michael Cole's asking to eat with Jey. He gets the high fives. Oh, man. Yep. So this is our last Raw before SummerSlam this weekend. Justin, I don't think we'll see Liv anytime soon. It's just my thoughts. I think she's still rehabbing and healing up from that shoulder injury. But yeah, here we go, guys. Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed. Who do you have for our opening contest tonight? And will that be telling about what we see on, is it Saturday or Saturday? That tag match is on Saturday. Jey and Roman teaming up.
Tonight's going to be Bronson, and then this weekend it'll be Jey.
Mrs. Marked by Wrestling passing through on the way to football practice drops a prediction that Bronson Reed is winning tonight because he's going to do the JOB. He's going to lay down on Saturday for the Tribal Chief and main event, Jey Uso. My baby's got a high wrestling IQ. What can I say? She knows how it works. See you guys later.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, big Bronson Reed. This is rude of me to say, but I have to say Bronson standing next to Heyman doesn't look as big as he should. That's on you, Heyman. Hey, listen, man, I'm going to the gym too. I'm doing the work, trying to get there. All right. Calling Braun by DQ. Reed by DQ. Okay. All right. I don't think I'm not sure our finish will be clean, so to speak. I imagine we'll have a few shenanigans here or there to see where we get, but we'll see what happens. Is Jey about to do the encore already? Bro, Jey is getting into Ultimate Warrior territory, and what I mean by that, by the way, it's not a criticism. This Paul Heyman cuts off the encore. The story behind the Ultimate Warrior, among many stories behind the Ultimate Warrior, was that he went so hard during his entrance, sprinting down to the ring, shaking the ropes, the channeling the power of the Warriors. He was tired by the time the match started. And Jay's got to be careful. He doesn't eat too hard because, oh my gosh. Paul Heyman he's so good at getting the crowd eating out of the palm of his hand. They boo him and they also want to sing along with the catchphrases. I kind of love every single week too. Paul Heyman tries to be like, listen, I actually am coming out here to respect you. But you're going to die via tsunami. Justin, I do remember Jey doing the encore in the middle of the gauntlet match a couple weeks ago. And I got to tell you, when he did that, I was like, Jey better lose this match. Jey better lose this match, because if he wins after doing that, that's almost a burial of his opponent. All right. Heyman wants to speak to the heart of Jey Uso. He wants to talk about family. Oh, Jay's eyes are doing the talking right now. He took off the shades. Jey said, I see that look in your eyes, and took his leg out of the ring and walked back down to the floor. I know you can dive out here really fast. He's creating some distance. Paul Heyman out here social distancing in 2025. He did not want the smoke. Okay. Paul Heyman leaning on the word family a lot here in this promo. I think we see 2 tsunamis tonight. They might be after the match, but I think we'll still see them. Family always going to get you in trouble.
You're not buying into what I'm trying to sell you.
If I'm honest, the segment's dragging a little bit. Paul Heyman's great on the mic, but I'm just ready for this match to start. Because there's nothing Heyman can say between now and SummerSlam that's going to get me out of my chair.
Did your mother tell you that it was Santa Claus that left the presents underneath the tree?
Don't go ruining Santa Claus out here on TV, Paul Heyman.
Jey Uso, your mother lied to you. Hey, don't think it's just about his mother. All of your mothers lied to you too.
Paul Heyman sitting here talking about everybody's mama in Detroit. Except for the Jewish ones. Wow. Wow. Be careful what you say about Rikishi. You'll end up on the podcast, Heyman. Dude, is Bronson Reed having a hard time getting into his gear? Like, I feel like we are dragging.
Does he tell you, you would have been a better choice than Tribal Chief? Does he tell you that?
Well, at least Jey should have his wind back at this point, and he's ready to fight.
Because if Roman Reigns told that to you, Roman Reigns lied to you too.
So basically, Paul Heyman's saying everybody's lying to Jey Uso, and the bloodline family lies to each other. Which, okay.
I'm saying this because Jey Uso, I love you.
Oh my gosh. Heyman sitting here trying to act like he's the only one who cares about Jey, for real.
Love you, Jey Uso. Just like family.
Oh my gosh, Paul Heyman trying to yeet. So I love you just like family, which I guess means I hate you, based on his thesis statement. If I'm Jey, I'm just like, get your boy out here now so I can drop him. BS chants from Detroit. They're probably still mad about the Santa Claus line and the mamas.
You know what, family? Here's why I'm here. Yeah. And I'll tell you one more time, OG. Keep running your mouth about my family. Because you know I'm running my mouth. OG, you know me. I'm gonna pull up on my family every single time. Is that shit's me, hoes? What? My line? It's still running. Keep my man, hoes.
Oh, we got censored for something.
Talking crap to me. Disrespecting me. Talking about all the things that I can do without Roman. God damn it. Fuck them. Real talk. No, OG. I went out on my own to see if I can pull up. I want the World Heavyweight Championship to prove it to myself. It's family, OG. You reached out to my family. What the hell yours that?
Mm. Where's your family?
Real talk. So let's go ahead.
Jey shouldn't be out of breath by now.
You screwed my cousin at WrestleMania. Your boys screwed me out of the World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, the rest of it on you. It's on you, OG. So whatever happens tonight, it happens at Summerslam. It's on your ass. Stop jumping, Detroit. Full ass.
Man, Detroit's still firmly behind. Oh, Jey getting to cuss a little bit. All right, we are getting the encore after all. So we're 25 minutes in. No wrestling. It's fine. It's fine. No, Sophie. AEW did honor Hulk Hogan. Tony Schiavone gave a statement on Collision, which was pretty classy, and it was well done. And I already told you what I thought about the wrestlers' faces on SmackDown. So anyway, yeah, so we're gonna get Jey and Bronson sometime tonight, in the next few minutes, hopefully. All right, well, we know both Gunther and Punk are here tonight. They were out front for the 10 bell salute. Tag team title match tonight, LWO versus Judgment Day. It would be crazy if this is not going to happen. It's absolutely not going to happen. Crazy if we could get 2 different TLC matches. All right, and this 8-woman tag match tonight, I think could steal the show. There's a lot of talent right there. So, yeah. Sophie, I said that was garbage. I mean, oh, here comes AJ. All right, that's 6-man tag or 6-person tag coming up. It's garbage. Like, the people who had the most emotion both tonight and Friday were people who lived and worked alongside Hulk Hogan. The other people there were quiet and respectful, which is what you expect from people. Anybody online saying, "Oh, see, they didn't want to be there," is just trying to propagate and project their own negativity on Hogan's death, which get a life if that's how you feel. Like, it's stupid to sit here and try to parade around on a man's death, and it's nasty and tasteless. And if you don't have to cry all the tears you have for somebody that you weren't that close to, but also like the people who get just disgusting about trying to celebrate his death and then say that other people feel the same way when they haven't given you any evidence that they feel that way at all. Like, there's people I have cried for who died that I had disagreements with in life that I thought were wrong about certain things, and you can still grieve them. Like, and so just because people were quiet and respectfully standing there and paying their respects doesn't mean anything wrong. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like AEW had to do a whole lot because AEW as a company didn't really have a lot of connection to Hulk Hogan other than being a wrestling company. And I'll give them credit. Tony Schiavone, they had Tony Schiavone do it, who had who had connection through WCW to Hogan. Also pointed out like TNT and TBS or TNT, because that's the channel Collision was on. TNT, and then Hogan and the NWO and Nitro, all that taking place. So yeah, Tony didn't overdo it, and he was respectful. And I don't need to hear, Orange Cassidy's thoughts on Hulk Hogan. Like, they didn't have any connection at all, in sorts of, nothing against Orange Cassidy. I'm just saying, like, I don't need a bunch of random testimonials from AEW wrestlers. So I think picking someone who was there, I'm a little surprised we maybe couldn't get word from like Adam Copeland or Jericho maybe, or somebody like that. But that's all good. What AEW did was plenty enough for me out of my expectations as a fan. And I didn't even really expect them to say anything anyways on TV. So, yeah, I thought it was fine. Kabuki Warriors are making their entrance during commercial break. And I guess we'll get the Judgment Day entrance after once we come back. So anyways, running down the schedule for this week. Tomorrow, NXT. Tomorrow night, myself and AMB Combos will be joining Just Alex for a mega Summerslam prediction show. And good evening, Mod Father. So good. Good to see you. And I'm glad you're with us tonight. Hope you bring some good questions tonight. And then Friday SmackDown, and then Saturday and Sunday we have SummerSlam. No, I'm not missing NXT, Sophie. I said I'm doing NXT first, and then after NXT, we're doing the SummerSlam prediction show. So, anyways, yeah, no, I don't think I think the active tribute shows, this is a trio I really like the look of, though. AJ and the Kabuki Warriors, like, I'm surprised we haven't gotten that already. That's pretty dope. Oh, I said question, my friend. That was me. Question. Fuck that. All right. Yeah, no, I think the Eddie Guerrero style tribute shows belong for current active competitors. So, heaven forbid if someone passes away who's actively on the roster right now, like if it had been AJ Styles or somebody like that, then that's when you do it. And that's what they have done. Chris Benoit, though they justifiably retracted that, Eddie Guerrero and Owen Hart all were actively on the roster when they passed. Brian Pillman didn't get that treatment, but also, I'll say this. All three people who got that treatment, when that decision was made, they passed away under unsuspicious circumstances. George, this is Roxanne Perez's new music. She came out to this music by herself on SmackDown. And I don't know why they changed her music. I mean, Judgment Day hasn't had good theme music since Damian Priest was in it. Since Damian and Rhea were both in it. But I don't care for it. Yeah, a lot of title matches this weekend.
Mexico City and Monterrey. Dominic Mysterio made some noise as well as he invaded AAA over the weekend. Like the return of
Dom trying to get a cheap shot on AJ. Just as Michael Cole was mentioning the appearance in AAA from Dom this weekend. 3 Diglets, good to see you, dude. I was not expecting to see Nick Hogan front and center right there next to Bruce, and honestly, if I wasn't so tired from today, that would have broke me down. Yeah. And I'm happy to see that they've done it twice. I don't know if they'll do it a third time on NXT tomorrow, but we'll find out right here on Marked by Wrestling. So we'll see what happens. But man, just a great video package. One of the best ones they've ever done. Asuka is throwing hands for everybody.
He's on certain medication, recovering shoulder surgery. He hasn't fixed about him. He just mixed up the date. That's all. Of course, Tag Bay, here comes Tiger saying again, the Kabuki Warriors.
I'm so glad we have Corey Graves here to set the record straight that Chad Gable was not at WrestleMania because he's not El Grande Americano. I mean, El Grande Americano is showing up in AAA right now while Chad Gable's in a shoulder sling. So, I mean, I don't know what people are so up in arms about. Michael Cole really needs to drop this. Winning tonight, I think AJ and the Kabuki Warriors may win this match. Ooh, fall away slam onto Kairi Sane, although yeah, they could have done that a little faster. If Vikingo shows up on Raw, I'd be very interested to see what kind of response he gets. Because from the big, like, weekly TV show audiences, I wonder how many of them would recognize him. Obviously, the Worlds Collide crowd was into him. But, yeah, I don't know. Roxanne and Kairi still going at it here. Asuka working the crowd. Chops from Kyrie. Big woos from the crowd. Oh, man. Dom saves Roxy by pulling her out of the corner, and Kyrie crashes and burns. We've got a new Dom t-shirt. I see a little with a little, not airbrush, but a little icy title strap over the waist. Jeez. Raquel with a big boot to the face of Kyrie. And we are headed to commercial. Charlotte and Alexa. I mean, we might. I think we'll see more people on SmackDown on Friday than we will tonight for SummerSlam, because most of them will probably be in town for that. You know what I mean? Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, what match at SummerSlam is everybody most looking forward to this weekend? Curious to hear what you guys think. I think for me, it's TLC. I think it has the most potential winners in it, and it's going to be a straight up car crash, and it should be a lot of fun. Piece of shit. It has nothing better to do. It is causing all of the issues. You're too fucking stupid to see the propaganda. People, they should be down on their heels. Jade and Tiffany. Okay. George, who do you think is going to win that match? I feel like, I don't know exactly yet who I'm picking for everything, but yeah. I mean, we've got every title except for the women's US and the Raw tag team, I think. And Speed, obviously. But yeah, both men's world titles, both women's world titles, women's tag, both IC titles, and SmackDown tag titles, and men's US title. That's 9 title matches for SummerSlam out of what, 9 out of 13 matches or so. Okay, we have a question of the week from our mod father, the Teflon Don. The mod father's question of the week: which team would you rather see reunite in the ring one more time, the Shield or the New Day? Just my opinion, they'll both get the same equal pop from the fans. Good question. I think I've got to go with the New Day because that would mean that Big E would get to return to the ring. And I would love to see that happen. And also, I know this is going to sound crazy because Roman Reigns is like a part-timer now. But between WWE and AEW, the Shield is so oversaturated and overexposed to me. I've never wanted to see them all get back together again. Like, I would be fine to see them inducted into the Hall of Fame as a group and see all 3 of them there like that again. But yeah, I mean, Seth Rollins, granted he's currently injured, but before that, Seth is like almost always on TV. Moxley always been on TV lately for AEW. And then, Roman, while Roman is more sporadic, he was the entire face of the company for like 3 of the past 5 years. So, maybe even 4 of the past 5 years. So Granted, they haven't been together as a group, but I haven't missed any of them, to be honest. And I have missed Big E in the ring very much. So I'll chalk me down for New Day. Good question, Mod Father. Everybody, let everybody know, who would you rather see reunite completely for one more match, the New Day or the Shield? Because, like, if the Shield reunited now and took on somebody, I kind of feel like they would be like Evolution when the Shield beat them, you know? Oh, Raquel. Oh, cheap shots all around from the Judgment Day. AJ is just fired up at this point, too. Like he's about to rage quit a video game. George asked, question of the women's 8 women's tag. Do we get Brie Bella? I don't think so. I don't think we're going to get Brie Bella for a while. I do think we'll see her before Nikki Bella is completely done with this run, but I don't think it's happening tonight. Oh, man, Raquel posts herself. Now Kyrie reaching for AJ Styles. All right, AJ gets tagged in, and now Dom has to get in the ring. AJ has finally got his hands on Dominic Mysterio in the ring. And, man, what a sell on that clothesline. Forearm. AJ getting fired up. Death Valley Driver. Oh, backbreaker, neckbreaker. Ushigoroshi. There's always a name for everything. Shield versus New Day. That would be fun. They did that once, didn't they? Oh, Roxy steps between AJ and Dom, preventing the phenomenal forearm. No, he should jump over her. She's short, man. Launch over her. Oh, John tried to use Roxy as a cheap shot, but he gets the Pele kick. And now Asuka's got Roxy taken care of. And Raquel. And Kyrie calling for a dive. I think AJ's going to give her a hand. Launched. Wow. AJ launches Kyrie over the top rope, and she takes out Raquel. Great shot. Now we're going to get a phenomenal forearm. He's got Dom right square in the middle. 2, 1, 2, 3, clean. That does not bode well for AJ this weekend. But you know what? Yeah, there you go. Baby faces win, which I believe is what I predicted. Yeah, I mean, he took Dom clean out. Kabuki Warriors are doing the AJ pose. I love Asuka and Kyrie, man. They always look happy to be there. We'll see what happens. I think the future will be bright for Dom no matter what kind of feud he's in. Oh, that's right. Sheamus and Rusev, I think, are having a rematch tonight. Sheamus wins the rematch last week. And now we got backstage segment with Jackie Redmond.
Of course, you know, really felt like you kind of gave him a taste of his own medicine, you know?
Jackie last Monday was an old school iron. As Big E would say, big meaty man slapping me.
Oh, he name drops Big E, and then we see the New Day And Grayson Waller approaching him backstage.
You talking about Big Jey, Slammer? She gets me a couple of weeks ago. I'm feeling different. I've ever lost the beard. Greatest tag team of all time. That's right. The New Day.
The New Day doesn't look fully accepting of Grayson Waller yet.
Yeah, you want maybe I do. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you want to go to Celtic Warrior? Yeah, we want to fight. Excuse you to my ears. I'll take a hit, fella. You're down under, down out, was flying for a banger beatdown. Say, they call my name. It's back. After banger. After banger.
Sheamus and Grayson tonight, huh? Said we ain't scared. New Day's not there anymore. They just bounced on Grayson. Grayson Waller's B-Rad from Malibu's Most Wanted. Well, here we go. We're getting that match right now. Michael Cole trying to do the old Pat McAfee fight night thing. I tell you what, Sheamus might be the only wrestler who can make this work given his paleness, but that white light entrance that he does, which is kind of like the antithesis of Obafemi's silhouette entrance, is pretty dope. I like it. If Obafemi and Sheamus were a tag team, how would you like that entrance? One of them would get unflattering lighting. Either way. I have to admit, I thought by now Grayson Waller would have more to do in WWE. I mean, he's still a solid member of the roster, and he gets airtime from time to time. But I'm a little surprised with someone of his, athleticism and skill set that he hasn't, ever really been in consideration in title contention, other than the tag titles with Austin Theory. But they did so little with those. Sheamus making the rounds at ringside, giving out high fives, fist bumps, all that stuff. Yeah, I could see Rusev getting involved. Like, I don't think Rusev probably was happy that the match ended the way it did. Oh, you guys aren't seeing this, but Sheamus like going around ringside area, giving out high fives. He goes behind the announce table and totally like messed up Michael Cole's hair. Little stuff like that. Pretty entertaining.
No doubt about that. It's certainly one of a kind.
Okay, and we are awaiting the entrance of Grayson Waller. I wonder, I wonder, if New Day will come out with him or not. Sophie, I don't know what you're talking about. They have multiple. I don't know if we're watching the same show, Sophie. Like, I keep disagreeing with you all night. Like, there has been. Oh, he's autographing a sign. Oh, that's pretty cool. I've seen multiple people wearing Hogan merch in the crowd. There's multiple Hogan cosplayers in the crowd tonight. Like, yeah, I don't think we're watching the same show. Your Netflix feed is showing you something different. There's a Hogan shirt. There's one guy who's right behind the announce table. There's guys opposite the hard cam that were there's a Hogan cosplayer. I see another Hogan cosplayer deep in the crowd. Yeah, it's all over. Oh, you mean the wrestlers? Yeah, I mean, that doesn't bother me at all. Again, I never saw a ton. Again, it's about like who got mentored by who had a relationship with who and stuff. And I don't care about that at all. Again, when it's an active wrestler, a lot of people wear the black armband, you know. And then who else? Like I know, like Sammy, for instance. Sami Zayn was wrestling Karrion Kross the other week and did a Sabu move and gave a little Sabu tribute. Like he's tied to Sabu. Like he, I think he helped get trained by them. Jameer Gibbs in the house. They love the Lions. Jamal Hill. Okay. And then, yeah. Yeah, New Day did not escort Grayson Waller out to ringside. Yeah, I do love that New Day is still dressed in mourning. I'm still tickled by that. Nothing tops that first like funeral outfit they brought out though. I feel like Shaman's just gonna dog walk Grayson tonight. Doesn't seem as though the New Day are all that invested in supporting him. So big boos for Grayson Waller. Big power slam by Sheamus. Me Mercedes, good to see you. Thanks for joining the chat. Off topic a bit. I felt good when Aleister Black took Damian Priest, but on SmackDown, not SummerSlam. Is that because Aleister Black's not qualified enough to be on the PLE? No, it doesn't have anything to do with qualifications. I've said this before, but ever since Triple H took over, the weeks of PLEs are just booked differently. And so there are less matches on the PLEs. I mean, SummerSlam and WrestleMania are a little different, but most PLEs, have 5 matches maybe. And so what they do is they take Raw and NXT and SmackDown that week and they book it with big matches. So every show feels a little bit bigger than normal. And so they've been rolling through this feud with Aleister Black and Damian Priest. And now they're probably going to main event not SummerSlam, main event SmackDown the day before SummerSlam. So I'm all for that. I like it. I like that every show still has something. Precisely, George. I am sports entertained. They're Justin, they're mourning the death of the tag division because they've been dressed in mourning ever since they lost the tag titles. So that's consistent with that. Grayson trying to get that New Day Rocks clap going on. So, but he's the only one. Grayson trying to do a lot of stuff, but just keeps running into the stone wall that is Sheamus. Well, here we go. 10 beats. Getting ready to drop. Listen to the DJ. Here it comes. Sheamus is hitting hard too, man. I mean, he doesn't know any other way. Just sit here dropping. Getting ready to try to hit that brogue kick, most likely. Oh, there's Rusev. And roll up. Only 2, though. Spinning elbow misses. Brogue kick anyway. Can Sheamus still take it? And Waller still loses. But here is Rusev. I find it interesting this feud will continue the week of SummerSlam, you know? You don't think they'll add a Sheamus Rusev match to SummerSlam, do you? Because they already added Sammy and Karrion Kross. But is there anybody out there that could save Sheamus? He does kind of walk alone like Batista. Accolade. Locked in on Sheamus. Here come more referees. But Rusev is not listening. Oh my gosh, dropping a RoboCop reference, Corey Graves. How 1990 of you. Okay, well, I mean, these guys need to finish this feud. They're 1-1. What a great shot. Grayson doing that somersault in the ring and immediately catching a knee right to the jaw. That was brutal. Man. So, yeah, I imagine they get their third match somewhere. I thought that Otis Rusev took him down, but I don't remember. Look at that red mark on Sheamus's chest. Is that from the oh, Naomi time. Everybody be quiet. Shh.
You shocked the entire world that evolution by cashing in your Money in the Bank briefcase. But this weekend at SummerSlam, your first title defense is a big one. You'll compete in a triple threat against 2 of the biggest superstars on our roster in Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. How do you feel about this match, knowing that this time they'll be prepared for you?
Catch me some mess like that. I tell you what, Rhea isn't the only one that's going to be bringing the brutality. And Io may be the genius of the sky, but I can fly high too, baby. And those 2, just like the rest of the peppers, are fake and phony. They all pass the rest, but not me. I'm aggressive. And you're going to see that tonight in the 8-woman tag. It's going to be a cautionary tale.
I love all this.
Who you throwing me, whether it's the past, the present, or the so-called future of this women's division, I'll take them all. When I walk out of Summerslam with my championship and prove all the haters wrong once again, don't shout, because you've all been warned to proceed with caution.
Hey, catchphrases over with the crowd. Come on, Naomi. We believe in you, Naomi. There's Lyra. Walking around smirking. Bird Girl coming up next, I guess. You got a plug for WWE Unreal. Well, I mean, George, she hadn't really had a run yet. All she did was win the title and cut promos. She hadn't had a match yet. So there's not really a run to judge yet, if we're being honest. Okay. A little clip from Unreal. Cena autographing a bunch of merch. Yeah. Okay. I'm interesting. I'm interested, I should say. So I'm curious to see what we get from Unreal. There's a New Day promo happening in the commercial break, by the way. No, I did not hear crickets when Rusev came out, Sophie. I heard boos. Oh, they're giving New Day the Dom treatment. I was sitting there thinking Naomi looked like a black member of the Hart family. Mm-mm-mm. I feel like Naomi may still win this one. I think Naomi may go to Paris to take on Stephanie Vaquer, and we may see Stephanie Vaquer as the new champion. But we'll see what happens.
Green garnish? Come on. The garnish covers this delicious meal. Keep up. But by the looks of all these big back gremlins in this arena.
New Day called Detroit a bunch of big back gremlins. Oh my. Who does Stephanie match up with well? Rhea, Io, or Naomi? I think she matches up well with all of them. I do think she probably would have the most chemistry with Io Sky because they're the most similar in size. But I think she would have a big box office match with any of them, to be honest. Man, New Day gave a great heel promo, which no one will see except for on social media later, which is unfortunate. But crowd hates them. Hates them. Stephanie versus Io or Stephanie versus Rhea. I mean, I'd rather see Stephanie versus. I want to see both of those matches at some point, but right now, Stephanie and Io. I'd rather see Stephanie and Io right now. I don't want to see Stephanie versus Rhea until Rhea beats Io 1-on-1. I think that needs to be the next thing she actually takes on. All right, we're getting another Hulk Hogan retrospective. Okay, so we're getting modern superstars talking about him now. Logan Paul. AJ Styles.
And for that reason, I think that's why the WWE is what it is today.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh, Jimmy Hart. I don't want to see Jimmy Hart sad another day in my life, dude. Huh. Natalia. Jay. Miz.
He was a state and still is a state. And he left a legacy. He is the original WWE superstar.
Cody.
Everybody else is a wrestler, which is great. It's cool to be a wrestler. It's different to be a superstar. And to be able to say that because it's him as the OG, they're going to realize that our favorite isn't with us anymore.
Well, there you go. There are comments from modern day superstars about Hogan, which makes sense that we didn't get any on Friday because they probably didn't have time to put it all together. And now, you know, they've got some probably from Friday and stuff, and from earlier today as well. There's Bronson Reed. Zarya versus Vaquer. I wish we had gotten that in NXT. It's a shame.
Says now, with Seth Rollins on the show for an extended period of time, doing nothing more than just a group without a leader. Which we now. You've got this. We've
I like how Braun Breaker is just trying to walk right into the leader role of this faction.
and we're going to restore ultimate power and total control over all of the community. It starts tonight with you. Tonight, Jey Uso and any member of his family, I am going to
I'm getting annoyed by the way they pronounce the word family.
Tsunami.
Has Braun Breaker got a chipped tooth or something? He's got a plan. Braun Breaker has a plan. If it's not just spear everybody, Braun Breaker is not the kind of guy I've known to have a plan. He doesn't look like the kind of guy that has a plan, you know? All right, here's Lyra Valkyria. Is she wearing Crocs? Tell me she's not wearing Crocs. She's not. Surely not. She's not.
On Monday Night Raw, Lyra was actually competing fairly against the Justice League. Backed by matchup for certainly preparing up the man to make her presence known at the
Yeah, Becky costing Bailey and Lyra the tag titles.
led to Roxanne Perez looking to capitalize, which she would in the form of a blind tag to Raquel Rodriguez. A thunderous Tejana bomb takes out Bailey, and her championship dream went up in smoke. The MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
And of course, Becky defending the IC title against Lyra. No DQ, no count out. Yeah, Sophie, I heard about Drew being stuck overseas right now. I hope that gets resolved for his sake so he can be on the card. But here comes Lyra's promo. Let's see what she has to say.
These are more than just my big shoes. These are my Becky Stomper. In 2
Those are giant shoes.
in 1 week. Here. As your first ever 2-time women's intercontinental champion. Or I will have failed. And I will never again be able to challenge for the title as long as Becky is champion.
Lyra still got a little bit of promo work to do.
Actually, if that happens, there's a good chance I won't be standing at all because Becky is going to have to beat me into the ground if she wants to walk out of Summerslam with that title. Look, I already know that Becky doesn't like to play by the rules. And by Becky the only reason that she was able to beat me for the championship in the first place. So I thought, fine, let's try her way. Can't break rules if there were no rules to be broken, right? Some of you guys, you might think that I'm playing right into her hands. But the thing you need to understand is, I've seen everything.
Okay.
Exactly what she's capable of in this type of matchup. But she doesn't know what I'm capable of. In fact, I'm not even sure if I know what I'm capable of. All I know is I'm prepared to go to a place that I have never gone before and do.
All right. Becky coming to interrupt just as Lyra's promo was getting good. It took Lyra a minute to find her footing in that promo, but man, I thought she was doing pretty good. All right, is Becky gonna? Oh, Lyra! Oh, Lyra with the kendo stick now, just swinging on Becky. She faked like she didn't see Becky coming, and then got out ahead of her before the ambush. Now in 2K, that kendo stick would have busted by now. Uh-oh, Becky gets the kendo stick back. Nope. Oh, it is busted. All right, well, Lyra stands tall. So is that a precursor to this weekend? We'll see what happens. There's some woos from the crowd too for Lyra, so she's coming along. Corey talking the Sammy, Karrion Kross feud. Okay, we're getting an interview with Sami Zayn with Corey Graves. Okay.
I don't fully understand what it is he wants. He wants to get some sort of truth, some more truth. I don't know, and I don't care at this point. At this point, it's impeding me. It's standing in the way of me achieving my goals, which I've been very clear about. I'm trying to become a world champion here. As long as I'm dealing with Karrion Kross, that's not going to happen. So Summerslam, I put an end to it once. What can happen?
Oh, Kross has just shown up in the sit-down interview with Corey for Sammy, and now Kross has taken over the interview. Scarlett is also there.
So I had this idea when I was telling you to just question across your stuff. I was thinking, maybe SummerSlam, that doesn't work for me. Because everybody I've been dealing with here, eventually, to show how you see. Except you. Which is really starting to piss me off. So here's what's going to happen. After I beat you at SummerSlam, you are going to say the words, Kross told the truth. And then I'll go away. And you can go on and become world champion. Because believe me, Sammy, you are no different than anybody else. You are certainly no better than me. You think you're so smart, huh? You think you've got me figured out? You think you've got everybody? You think you're some kind of puppet master revealing everybody's energy? What is it exactly that you think? What do you want, huh? I'll tell you what. You beat me at SummerSlam. I'll say whatever it is you want to say. Okay? You want me to say? I'll say whatever it is you want me to say. But here's what I want you to think about. Maybe you're wrong, huh? About everything. Maybe you're wrong about me. You're wrong about everybody else. Maybe you're wrong about yourself. And when I beat you at SummerSlam, because make no mistake, I am going to beat you at SummerSlam. And when I do, I want you to look me in the eyes. And you're going to look at me and you're going to say, you. I'll see you at SummerSlam.
Karrion Kross is such a good promo. Such a good promo. I'm really glad he made it to SummerSlam, and I hope we get to see more of him. But I'm very interested in how this goes. So we'll see what happens. And now here comes the women's champion, Naomi. So that means it's time for this 8-woman tag. Naomi teaming with the Secret Hervice. And now listen, homework assignment. Pay attention to Chelsea and the Secret Hervice in this match, because they have done some of the best work in WWE of like acting when they're not the main character. On Friday on SmackDown, I think it was Stephanie Vaquer that came out to rescue someone, and Alba Fire goes to like back up, needed, but Piper's standing right next to her, and she's like, "Ow, I can hear you." Like they're sitting here just doing a great job of like the intangibles, the sort of, you know, background things of being a great wrestler. So I'm curious in kayfabe how the Secret Hervice would tolerate someone as unstable as Naomi as a partner, even for one match. So I'm curious how that will go. Anyways, but yeah, like the babyface team here of these women seems borderline unstoppable. Between Rhea and Stephanie and Io, and then a legend and Nikki Bella. So I absolutely think the faces are going to win this match. And honestly, that would make me a little more confident that maybe Naomi retains. Sorry, guys. Need more caffeine, but don't have any right now. So it is what it is.
Naomi in no way, shape, or form seems to be sweating SummerSlam. Not even a little bit. She seems extremely confident. In fact, I think it's the most confident.
Man, Naomi's music is far more aggressive than it used to be, for sure. I think probably Alba. I think Alba Fire probably gets pinned. She's kind of the pinnable henchwoman out of the group. That's my guess. But yeah. All right. And the Secret Hervice and Chelsea Green are making their way to the arena now, to the ring, while on commercial break. Hello, Rick RT. Good to see you, friend. Hope you're doing well.
For some reason, Chelsea Green, Alba Fire, and Piper decided to target both.
Okay.
And Stephanie Vaquer. What do you mean for some reason? So it's some great mystery, Scooby-Doo. Chelsea Green wants to be at the top of the card. Chelsea Green and the Secret Hervice all have aspirations.
I mean, let's see. 3 Diglets. Steven, is Bailey heading to AEW, yay or nay? You know what? There's a part of me, Diglets, that says no. I mean, there is a part of me that says no, but I meant to say yes. I think that Bailey has the best chance out of any, and I do mean any, women's wrestler to go to AEW and actually be featured and succeed, because she is besties with Mercedes Moné. Like, and I think if Mercedes' best friend shows up she is not even going to allow for Bayley to get mistreated or put on the bench and forgotten for 6 months. So normally I'm not of the, speaking of Bayley, here she is right here. So we'll see what happens. I want to hear this promo. They're making a story about her not being at SummerSlam, though.
Lost my opportunity at the IC title. Lost my opportunity at the tag titles. I already missed WrestleMania, and now I'm missing SummerSlam. So I for the first time in my career, I'm at a loss.
Is somebody backstage? Who is that walking?
Wow. Cole, as I send it back
Who
to you,
was
I
that
think you
walking
covered the
backstage?
title.
Maybe we weren't supposed to see who that was. All right. It's funny you would ask right at that time, Three Diglets. It's time to put on the booking glasses. If that promo hadn't happened, I'd say maybe she is on her way out. You know what I think she sounds like, though? She sounds like a woman with nothing left and a woman who has nothing to lose. And you know what I think a woman with nothing left and nothing to lose would do? One of the things she might do, help Naomi retain against Rhea and Io and align herself with Naomi. Go to AEW is also a thing that could happen. But yes, turn heel. I think we might get a Bayley heel turn now, an official heel turn. And I could see her aligning herself with Naomi to justify to everyone a longer sustained title reign for Naomi. Because now she's got a motivated and pissed off Bayley at her side. And if that's the case, well, no, that doesn't work. I was going to say she could get another shot. She could get another shot at Lyra if Lyra beats Becky, you know? I was going to say, could you send her over to SmackDown for the U.S. title? Because she just named off a bunch of titles she lost a shot at. But anyway, that's a bit of a sequence of events that would have to happen to go. But I will say this. She might be one of the only women's wrestlers who realistically could go to AEW and also be successful if she goes to AEW. Because all the other women, I think right now that have just been released or maybe aren't being used very well right now, I don't see any of them being used any better in AEW. I think Bayley's the only one right now. So if she did go, and that's not all because of Mercedes. I just think having Mercedes over there is an asset for her. Because I think Bayley is for sure good enough to get over on her own, but having Mercedes there would help. So, all right, having Nikki Bella stand in between Io and Stephanie is such a weird visual to me. I have to be honest, like it's so different. And now here comes Rhea, like. Nikki just stands out like a sore thumb, and that's not even a criticism. It's just she's so clearly from a different era, standing next to all these other women. Listen, Rhea Ripley gets more than a pop nowadays. It needs to be more commonly accepted that Rhea Ripley is on the level of Cody and Jey Uso and CM Punk in this company. She is a transcendent star. And, you know, she may not have had the belt for a little while, for a few months, but that's okay. Honestly, this is proof right now that she doesn't have to have the belt at all anymore. Rhea doesn't, because she has broken through that ceiling. She is just as popular as some of the most popular men. You hear it every time her name is mentioned, every time she pops up on camera. Like, she is absolutely 100% captured the hearts of the WWE universe. I would like to see a feud for Rhea that's not a title feud. Not because I'm tired of her being champion, but I would like to see her doing something similar to what Charlotte's doing. Not necessarily a tag team, but I would like to see Charlotte. So Charlotte now has a story to work with Alexa that isn't necessarily revolving around gold. I mean, it does kind of come in and out of the picture, but like her big story is her relationship with Alexa as a partner. And so I would love to see Rhea involved in a story that doesn't involve a title just to give her something extra. I was trying to explain that to A&B a while back and trying to reference some of our best remembered nostalgic moments. And like Hogan had his feuds with like the Big Boss Man and Earthquake and those that didn't involve the title. The Ultimate Warrior had a title feud with The Undertaker that didn't involve a title. Macho Man Randy Savage had a banger feud with Jake the Snake Roberts that did not involve the title. And these are all memorable feuds that weren't about gold. And those guys obviously had multiple title feuds in their careers as well. And Rhea does have that already with multiple title feuds in her career. So I would just love for her career to get fleshed out with some non-title stories that are booked strongly and featured and stuff too. I think that would just make her even bigger. But Rhea and Naomi, in the ring now. Rhea in control. And Chelsea and the Secret Hervice like, oh gosh, that looks terrible. And then Chelsea gets tagged in and she's like, I did not want to come into this, not while Rhea's here. Okay. Oh, Nikki Bella begging to be tagged in to take on Chelsea. Oh, okay. Nikki with the Thez press. Knee to the face by Nikki Bella. Oh. Throwing her into the Secret Hervice, and now a roll-up only gets 2. Chris LeClaire thinks Bailey's going to turn heel again. Yes. Ooh, Randy and The Undertaker. Yeah, that had no title. I mean, that was started off with Randy Orton being on his Legend Killer run and then wanting to end the streak at WrestleMania. But they had multiple feuds over the years, but that was a great one. Alba Fire, the legal woman in now with Nikki Bella and a stinging super kick to Nikki Bella, who now takes a shot from Piper. No, Bailey wasn't happy. And the fact that they made a point on WWE television to point out that she has missed WrestleMania, that she has missed her 2 different title opportunities, that she is now not on SummerSlam, tells me she's going to show up at SummerSlam. If it was just a promo that they put on Twitter after the show, I'd be like, yeah, she might be on her way out. But you don't spend that sweet Netflix airtime if you're not going somewhere with it. So yeah, I think we still have more time with Bailey. But I absolutely could still see her, and that could just be her, wrapping up her run. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, Bailey could attack after Lyra, after a Lyra win to rekindle that feud, take another stab at the IC title. Excuse me. Did I hear Bryan Danielson say that his Mania 30 match didn't mean anything to him? I did see what he said there. And that, I don't know. Bryan Danielson says a lot of things. And I did read the context of what he said, because he said his match with Swerve Strickland meant more to him. But he's also in AEW right now. So, of course, he's going to talk that up. But one thing he did say that I will believe is that one of the reasons he liked the Swerve match better is because he could have his wife and children in the ring with him. And he claimed that WWE was very limiting on what family he allowed to come into the ring and celebrate with him at WrestleMania 30. Like they wouldn't let Brie come in the ring to celebrate with him, which seems kind of weird, to be honest, at that time. And so I could see how for Brian, that being a moment he holds a little more fondly. Oh, no, Three Diglets, it's opposite. I think Brie was there when he won the title from Swerve or lost the title to Swerve. I don't know. But I don't watch enough AEW. But what he was saying was that Brie was not allowed to come in the ring at WrestleMania 30 to celebrate with him. And because he didn't get all the family allowed to come in and celebrate with him that he was hoping for in that moment, it just didn't mean as much to him. And also, Brian was wrestling. I mean, I don't know when Brian Danielson is not wrestling hurt, but he was wrestling pretty hurt then because, as you guys remember, he didn't even hold the title for that long before he had to leave and go get neck surgery. So he was already beat up. So I think that's part of it. You know what I mean? Diglets, man, I'm doing okay, dude. I'm a little tired. Had a workout today. So I don't know if really tell you guys this because I don't talk about this stuff out loud, but I haven't done formal like gym exercise in like 20 years. And so my physical strength and stuff is a little lacking, but for the past, it's almost August now. So for the past about 2 months, my wife and I have been working out regularly with a trainer that we met, and it's kicking my butt, but in a good way. But that does make me a little exhausted, and my voice is better. I'll be honest, it gets a little it's a little weak in the mornings when I get up, but it finds its way over the course of the day. So it's not too bad. I'm hoping with Naomi giving us a little Nikki Bella booty shake pose. And God made her a lot differently than he made Nikki Bella. No, there's absolutely no way I'm not going live more, Sophie. It's to make sure I make myself a little scarce from germs that are going around. But yeah, so I try to do too much talking throughout the week, and every day a little strong. Yes, sir, Art Rickety. A little stronger, a little faster, a little wiser. So yeah, once it comes to broadcasting time, my voice is usually pretty good. And staying hydrated and all that stuff, I'll be all right. So I'm gonna plan for that for the other streams this week, and we'll be good. And I'll be ready to rock and roll for SummerSlam this weekend. Absolutely, I'm looking forward to it. So it should be a lot of fun. Also, my kids decided they wanted to do a yard sale this past weekend. I don't know if you guys have ever done garage sales or yard sales, but so much lifting and moving of things. But they wanted to make a little extra cash before the new school year starts, so can't blame them for that. EO, man, I love EO. Drop kick from EO, but she eats a enziguri to the face from Chelsea. I personally would love to see Chelsea elevate to the main event level of the women's division on either show, because she is so set up to be a main event act. She's got first of all, she can wrestle her butt off. And also she, if they let her, and she doesn't have to wrestle like a comedy act. And then she's got henchwomen with her. She's got a whole presentation. It's a stacked women's division right now. So I get it if they can't, push her right now, but she's doing everything they're asking her to and then some these days. So, yeah, man, school year right around the corner. So it's all good. We'll see. Okay. But multiple threads of stories going around this match. You've got Nikki and Chelsea Then you've got Naomi and her two contenders. You've also got Stephanie and Chelsea, and Stephanie and potentially Naomi. So yes, Rickardy, exactly. Chelsea is a package yet to be truly opened. When I say I want to see her in the main event, I don't necessarily mean tomorrow, like she just beats, Rhea or something out of nowhere. But I think she clearly has the tools to be a valuable commodity in the main event scene. I don't know if Stephanie Vaquer is main event ready yet. I love Stephanie. I do. I really do. But I feel like she's getting pushed too fast. Like they zipped her right out of NXT and like have immediately put her up in the look at this. Code breaker into a senton. Good grief. And now salute Swanton from Alba Fire. And Nikki and Stephanie are all like, nope, we're wrecking that pin. Stephanie came up so fast. And she Diglett, she cuts good promos in. All right, I'm going to be ignorant for a second. Does Stephanie speak Spanish or Portuguese? It's Spanish, right? She cuts good promos in Spanish. Oh my gosh, Boss Man slam from Piper. Come on. I'm a mark for the Boss Man slam. Oh, Rhea's getting dropped left and right. Now Io left alone with Alba. Roll up. Nope, just two. But Spanish. It is Spanish. Okay. All right. Cool. Anyway, yeah. Love Stephanie. She's obviously going to be a world champion eventually. Like she's so over with the crowd. And she's a competent wrestler too. I do kind of wish she had a manager. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it, Diglets. Of all the Spanish and Japanese speaking wrestlers, my girl's the worst one. Okay, hey, listen, you know what? You know what that means? Exactly. That means we can be objective evaluators of our favorites. You know what I mean? It's all good. Okay, now Stephanie coming in. Now springboard crossbody onto Chelsea. We're probably about to get a devil's kiss any minute now. But that's what separates us from the sickos of the world, Three Diglets, that we're able to receive and deliver objective, constructive criticism about our favorites. Naomi and Stephanie, could that be a preview of Paris, is all I'm saying. Okay, Stephanie dropping the headbutts like she's wrestling Julia. Dang. Well, man, there's a woman in every corner. Meteora to one. Meteora to the other. Now, is she going to get all four? Stephanie about to crack 4 Meteoras against the skulls of these ladies, but Naomi said, nah. I ain't feeling that. Oh, she gets the dragon screw leg whip instead. All right, she's got Chelsea. Belly to back. And here we go. Also, Chelsea, one of the best sellers of the Devil's Kiss for me. She looks like she's unconscious when it happens. I love Corey in that moment. He's like, leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Oh, Alba Fire with the interruption. Now here comes Nikki. The Bella Buster. Can we just call it a face buster? Naomi begs off a little bit. She's grabbing her belt. She's like, forget y'all. Screw you guys. I'm going home. That's right. Honky tonk Naomi saying, nah, dog, I'm getting out of here. Naomi has left the building. Io says, oh, no, we ain't doing that. Throws her back in. Nikki Bella catches her with the elbow. Io with the drop kick. Come on. Hit the emote. All right, that was cute, but leave it to Io, Nikki. Well, here comes Piper. Double clothesline. Piper hits it. Oh my gosh. All right, now we got Rhea and Piper alone in the ring. Look at Nikki paving the way. Shut up, Tigless. Stop trying to trigger me, dog. Riptide by Rhea, but here comes Chelsea. Is she going to? Oh, just smacks Rhea in the face. Rick James style. She immediately regrets it. And now Stephanie's got her. SVB 1. And that is all. That is all. We done. And I would say predictably, but predictably, our babyface ladies make it all the way through to victory. And Chelsea takes the pin. Yeah, Vaquer versus Ripley, I'm sure is written on a whiteboard somewhere with like, where are we going? That is the pairing we need. I just said earlier that I would love for Rhea Ripley to have something kind of like Charlotte Flair's got right now, a feud without a title. Give her a partnership with Stephanie Vaquer. They can do tag titles. They can not do tag titles. It can last for 2 months. It can last for 4 months. It doesn't matter. Do that and then breed some hostility between those two ladies. See the vision, ladies and gentlemen, because if you think these fans lose their minds for Rhea and Stephanie separately, wait until those ladies team up. Good grief. They would eat it up with a spoon. They'd ask for seconds. They'd say, I don't even need any sauce. It's cooked just good enough. It doesn't have to be the same story, Sophie. But it could be, oh, the Judgment Day is, they're all down on themselves, except for Finn and JD.
Chin up, come on, get up. It's not the end of the world. It's just one night, all right? Think about it like this. Still out. What did everyone say when we got to the end? They said that was it for the judgment. What did everyone say when we got to the end? They said that was it for the judgment day. All these factions come and go. The only one that's still here is the judgment day.
And the LWO, the team that you're about to wrestle.
Stronger than ever. He's not even here. How did that get smashed up right now? Let's go. No. Like, you stay back here and chill. I don't know. It's some video games. For me?
Yeah.
For me?
Yeah, of course I do.
This is mine, right?
No, I still have the movie 2K25. You know who else likes to play 2K25?
Oh, Raquel. Listen, if you're not married and Roxanne Perez buys you a Switch 2, I am married, so like it's not a problem for me. I won't have to smack, Roxy back and be like, listen, I'm married, dog. I got Mrs. Mark by Wrestling. She could drop you like it's hot. But Dom, yeah, we're walking down the pathway. We're walking down this pathway. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what the timetable is on Liv Morgan's return. But yeah, we're speaking of recycling stories. We're gonna get Dom in trouble again, I'm afraid. But we but yeah, Roxy's gonna be the temptress that she is. I don't know if we'll see Finn versus Dom. I mean, I just don't know. Unless maybe Roxy sticks around and we get like, I don't know. I was going to say like if Dom didn't turn on Liv and stuck with Liv and we got Dom and Liv versus Finn and Roxy maybe. But right here. Recycle the same story his whole career. Let him bag a baddie in AAA. He is the Randy Orton of baddies. He's the legend killer, the lady killer, Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, absolutely. Well, he's going to be showing up in AAA for that 4-way match for the mega title, and he is crazy over in AAA. He was getting Road Warrior pops in AAA in Mexico. They love Dom and they love El Grande in Mexico. So yeah, man, let's see what we got. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we're getting a AAA show a couple of weeks away. And it's going to be headlined by a fatal 4-way match between El Grande Americano, Vikingo, Dominic Mysterio, and Dragon Lee. And this will be free on YouTube. So I'll be live streaming that show. We can absolutely watch that together. Going to have a great time. Yeah, I know. I was about to say, what I am most curious about when Liv returns, not most curious, but one thing I am curious about that we're not really talking about a lot is how her and Raquel will be together. Like, is Raquel gonna, stick with Liv, because she seemed like she was sticking with Liv in that in that backstage segment just now. But we'll see what happens. Dude, if Americano won, that would melt the American IWC. And it's actually been quite entertaining to see how the Mexican audiences have embraced El Grande. It's quite a trip. So I'm looking forward to see how that match goes. And it could just all be a smokescreen of Vikingo retains, but that's okay. Either way, I know Vikingo and Gable had a great match. I'm sure all 4 of those guys would have an awesome match as well. Yes, Los Garza, Sophie, thank you for bringing that up. On Friday, are having an open challenge on SmackDown. Joe Hendry is going to be at the SummerSlam Takeover store this weekend. That's interesting. Anyway, so yeah, Humberto and Angel Garza are going to defend the AAA tag titles on SmackDown in an open challenge. Io holding Rhea backstage.
Look, we're friends right now. We just team together and all that. But at SummerSlam this weekend, I am going to finally have your number.
Rhea, you will never beat me, and you never will.
We'll see about that.
I love Io so much. She's so sweet and so cute, and also like, I got your number. Like, just like, you ain't got this. So love it. Oh man. Yeah, dude. I'm so glad they're letting Io shine. I don't think if Rhea wins this weekend, I think she should pin Naomi. I don't think Rhea should ever pin Io unless it's one-on-one and they can make a big deal out of her finally getting over on Io. Because that's a story you could run for years if you want to. I mean, they have kind of run it for years, but they only started making a big deal about it up until in the lead up to WrestleMania this year. All right, LWO versus Judgment Day. I've got Judgment Day all day for this one. I don't know what you guys have. Because back in the day, if I'm remembering correctly, they did a story like that with Tommy Dreamer and Raven in ECW, that Tommy Dreamer could just never beat him one-on-one. And he didn't do it until like close to when he would what was it? He didn't actually beat Raven until close to when ECW went out of business, like really close to the end there. And he finally did it. If I'm remembering that correctly. I didn't watch a lot of ECW back then, but I have a slight memory of that story. I won't be pissed if Io gets pinned. I don't care. I mean, like, this is just how I think it should go, and what I would want to see happen. But I have so much respect for all 3 of those women. I think that would be absolutely great. It's going to be absolutely great match no matter what between Rhea, Io, and Naomi. they're all mega talented. So we continue. Now the bell rings and we have our world tag title match underway.
2017, and here he is with the opportunity of a lifetime. Cruz del Toro, much the same. Traveled the world, had a great deal of success in Mexico in the world of Lucha Libre before arriving in WWE. But both Wild and Del Toro feel that they need to earn even more respect.
Here's a question for all of you who are in the chat right now. George makes a comment, a question here. Sorry. Please, Triple H, break up the Judgment Day. If the Judgment Day were to break up, just one person, I mean, all of you tell me, but who do you think, not who, I'm sorry, guys. What would you do with Finn Balor? If there's no Judgment Day, what do you do with Finn Balor? I'm just curious to hear your suggestions because I don't really have an answer for that. Three Diglett's favorite version of Judgment Day: Finn, JD, Carlito, Raquel, Dom, and Liv. That actually, they were like the revival, like the almost like the Sammy Hagar Van Halen. And I listen, because some people absolutely love the OG Van Halen, right? But also there was a lot of sustained success in the Hagar Van Halen as well. Like this sort of revolutionized kind of thing. DX 2.0, fair enough. You shouldn't break them up. The only person you can do something with is Dom and Liv. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. George says put him in the world title picture. Put Finn in the world title picture. I feel I would need an almost complete personality overhaul for Finn, like the way they did with Kevin Owens before he got the neck surgery, like how he just went completely and absolutely vicious, doing the package pile driver, dropping people's necks on chairs. Yeah, you'd need the Demon or something like that. Put the Demon in there, pair him up with Aleister Black or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know, but he would need something different. I would like to see a mid-card run for JD McDonough, though. Like, when they put over how tough he was when he punctured a freaking lung against the War Raiders and finished the match, like, I feel like they could do, like, a video package building up JD as a singles star, and I think he could absolutely have a fun little run. Put him in there with Rusev, put him in there with Sheamus, put him in there with AJ Styles, and those mid-card guys, and have fun with it, man. Just let him wrestle, and don't let him be the guy who takes the pin. You know what I mean? I think he could be great. All right, we're about to hit commercial break here. Without the Judgment Day, he might just stay in the tag picture of JD, but without the Judgment Day, that's fair too. They just stay a team. They're just not the Judgment Day anymore. Yeah. JD with the U.S. title would be a lot of fun. The Judgment Day goes all the way back to when Edge was still in WWE. Let's see. I mean, it goes all the way back to Dom's heel turn, man. That was a long time ago.
Maybe it was a Hail Mary, but it paid off. J.D. McDonough right
Man.
on the money. Sensational counter by J.D. McDonough.
If they didn't break up the Judgment Day as a whole in one fell swoop, I feel like the first one to leave might be Raquel. I mean, or could be Liv or Dom. Could also be Dom. I mean, like, I've been mentioning multiple times tonight how over Dom was in Mexico as a face. Like, at some point, at any point, if they wanted to turn Dom face, the fans would go with it, with the right story, because they respond to Dom. They respond to him. And if you're getting response, all you need is the right story to steer the crowd one direction or the other. on you. And I think Dom could ascend. What would you love, Three Diglets? Let's hit me. I mean, Justin, you could make them singles. You could make them singles wrestlers, or you could keep them a team. Either way, I want to see Roxy go after Lyra or Becky though. Like she's got Intercontinental Champion written all over her as a singles. Roxy does. And then, I mean, if they were broken up, you could use Raquel as like a short-term feud for like if Stephanie was champion at that point, something like that. Okay, here's what you want to see. Three Diglets, we're putting this up on the screen. Break up Judgment Day, but Liv goes with Finn. Okay, callback. Then let's do Bullet Club versus Judgment Day at Survivor Series. AJ Styles, Finn, Liv versus Roxanne, Dom, and JD. I would watch that. Maybe it's one-sided, but whatever, man. I'd still watch it. I would absolutely watch it. And you know what? You know what I would do, Diglets? I would make it elimination style, and I would have JD eliminate Finn Balor. I would 100% have JD eliminate Finn Balor from that. Liv can eliminate Roxanne, and then AJ can eliminate both Dom and JD, and you could have AJ and Liv be your sole survivors in that match. But you put JD over clean on Finn, and I bet Finn would do it too, because you have to make a statement. I think JD. I mean, I'm just going with Diglett's suggestion here. I'm playing in his playground that he set up for us with that scenario. But yeah, I would 100% go with that. I think JD has a lot of potential as a mid-card single. He would be excellent. Cruz dropping JD in the tree of woe. And now a springboard drop kick onto Finn. You know what? I feel bad. I feel bad for the LWO because Cruz and Del Toro are both incredibly gifted athletes. But for whatever reason, these guys are like the Mexican Motor City Machine Guns. There's not a dang thing wrong with their matches. But when they show up on screen, I don't see the crowd loving them. I mean, they love them when they're doing moves in the ring. You know what I mean? They respect what they can do, and they get reminded every single time the crowd does of what they can do. And I feel bad for them. Like, I don't know, they just need a mouthpiece. I mean, they're getting This Is Awesome chance right now, you know? Yeah. I don't know. The tag team divisions on SmackDown are like in-ring talent-wise or maybe better than they've ever been. But some of these teams need a little something extra to connect with the crowd outside of what they can do in the ring. All right, double suicide dive coming. Boom. Those boys cleared those ropes easy, too. Made it look easy. Coming in for tag titles. Oh, we're getting Cena and Cody face-to-face on Friday. Moonsault from Cruz, I think. And then here comes Del Toro. Phoenix Splash. Only two, though, because JD breaks it up. More years in the company. I agree with that, Diglets. I think that's fair. Oh, El Grande! El Grande is here! El Grande distracting the LWO. The American hero, the greatest luchador in history. Here comes Dragon Lee to fight off El Grande. Oh, inside cradle only gets 2. Finn Balor, eats a boot from Del Toro. And now a kick to the head for JD, too, is an easy target for what it's worth. Now Del Toro, the ref is in Del Toro's way. Oh, no, Cruz. Diving senton off the turnbuckle to the outside. And now Del Toro taking his time climbing the turnbuckle. Holy schmooze. Oh! Who is that? That's not Americano. That was another American luchador. There's 2. My God, there's 2. There's 2. And no, Judgment Day retains. We have El Vente Americano and El Grande Americano. It's Pup Cup Americano. Who could it be? Americano Cito. Michael Cole's conspiracy theories. You got to stop, man. Saying that was the Grande Americano. Clearly it wasn't. It was a whole different mask. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, Streets over here, George surmises it was Ivy Nile. It was someone who was completely covered from head to toe. So there were no distinguishable marks. Man, hot finish to that match. And we've got 2 segments left. Jey Uso and Bronson Reed, and we're also getting Gunther with a message for CM Punk. It's Nacho Libre. Nacho! I hear that Ramses is a real douche. Anyway. Yep. Gunther here, looking very proud of himself. The ring general. Okay. All right. It is commercial break time. So, yeah. Tomorrow we got NXT. You're going to watch the Hogan tribute again. Straight up. There's a Bronson Reed promo playing right now in the commercial break.
I was on fire. I jumped up the top of that cage. For months, all I had to do was train. Think. So when I got the call from Seth proposing in the Lions, I knew this wasn't just a form. This was a plan, an opportunity for world domination. There is a vision. There is a plan.
Hey guys, that wasn't. I can tell you for a fact it was not Ivy Nile, because whoever it is has facial hair. So there, I can't believe that would come up. We have. Listen, El Grande is El Grande, but I will say if this El Grande, who's wearing a Rey Mysterio mask, by the way, looks familiar to anybody, kind of looks a little like Pete, if I'm being honest. I don't think it's Chad Gable because there's a goatee there. If you look closely, you can see there's a goatee. There's a light-haired colored goatee. I don't think it's Gable. El Grande Americano.
that you thought that I'm a hero, but I see right through you, man. Not because you're a tail, but because I know you. And next week on Monday Night Raw in the Armpit of America, Brooklyn, I'm coming to break your fine body and spirit. And finally,
Rusev with a commercial break. A commercial break promo challenging Sheamus to one final fight in Brooklyn. And it says finally Rusev can rest and have his day. Rusev Day. The challenge is out. So we're coming back now from commercial. Bro, the LJN big rubber figures are back. I'm so excited. If they ever actually do the original Hasbros again, not those Mattel retros, but that is dope. I might actually have to pre-order a couple of those. We're gonna look up Tarjay right now and see about it. Because wow. These take me back. Yeah, we're gonna have to take a look. Here comes the ring general. It's Gunther time. I'm looking on the Target app to see if I can pre-order them. Wow, the pre-orders are sold out for Dusty already. Wow.
all this man does is win. 80% of his life in WWE has been spent carrying a championship.
Where else? I'm gonna have to check the Dusty one, see if I can see them because they did Dusty, Cena, Hogan. Logan Paul.
Message for his SummerSlam challenger, the best in the world, sentimentally speaking.
Man, this is crazy. Yeah, I think this segment's going to be good. So we're going to have to see what we get here with the ring general. Here he comes. CM Punk chants already.
Because last week was a clean victory for me.
Last week was a clean victory for Gunther.
Because I went toe to toe on the microphone with the supposedly best talker in the business, supposedly best in the world. Yes, you figured it out. Against CM Punk.
Okay. Hogan the GOAT. It was a clean victory. Punk didn't say a word.
Looking straight into the eye and told him what's going to happen at SummerSlam. And I let the voice of the voiceless speechless.
You know what's wild is Gunther is still getting you tapped out chants from WrestleMania. That's how over he is as a heel. That they will chant anything they can to try to get one over on Gunther.
I'm not running out of things to say about CM Punk. Don't you worry. Last week I made CM Punk understand then he doesn't deserve to call himself the best in the world. I make CM Punk understand that he will never be the world heavyweight champion. And most importantly, I make CM Punk shut the hell up.
Here he comes. Detroit is happy to hear from CM Punk. Do you see personality? Give me just a second, guys. I'm going to check on a channel mascot, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Just channel mascot wants to play tug of war and fetch. Where'd it go?
As great as you. Felt around your way. John,
What?
to be world heavyweight champion.
Punk says he doesn't want to be world heavyweight champion. What?
I need to be world heavyweight.
Okay. He needs to be champion. There's the other shoe.
I need to be world heavyweight champion like I need air in my lungs. I need to be world heavyweight champion like I need my heart to pump blood through my veins. I need to be world heavyweight champion like the Detroit Red Wings need a 12 Stanley Cup.
Cheap pop for the Red Wings.
To be world heavyweight champion like a Midwest dad needs a cold, frosty old style on a hot summer day while he's mowing the lawn. And I don't drink, and I don't smoke, and I don't do drugs, but I understand addiction because this place, wrestling is my addiction.
That was in one of his original promos. Here to make money. Mm-hmm.
Some sort of a constellation prize. It might not mean anything to you, but it means the world to me, and it means something to them. I need to be world heavyweight champion. You, for as great as you are, for all the great things you accomplished, you dare come out here and say I don't deserve to call myself the best in the world. You are correct. I don't deserve
Justin, I think his chest is going to be beat red. He's going to be tore up for sure.
to call myself the best in the world, and the here as World Heavyweight Champion, being as arrogant as me, but you can't back it up. I have left a trail of bodies, a hall of famers, legends, and superstars that you've only dreamed to be in the ring with. And when you compare your career, as great as it's been so far, with my career, this is apples to apples. You know what, Punk? I have another bet. Shut down.
Okay. Punk covering up the mic.
I wasn't finished. There's levels to this kid.
Oh, he kids him.
You're going to find out a hard lesson at the SummerSlam on Saturday.
3 Diglets. It's usually 2.5 hours. So, but every once in a while they go 3. I don't know that we're going to get Jey Uso and Bronson Reed in 15 minutes, though. So we might get 3 hours tonight. CM Punk did the old Rockers bit, going out over the top rope out of the ring. Yeah, I don't know that Punk wins that match. I think Gunther's promos were better. There's something about Punk's return the past couple of years. One of the things that made Punk set apart from everybody else was kind of just like how pissed he was all the time. Like how he legitimately seemed to have a chip on his shoulder about things. And as a human being, I'm happy for him because he doesn't seem that angry anymore about life and about how his career has gone. But that has also translated into a sort of lack of teeth in his promos for me. I have not truly felt the same CM Punk since he came back. I mean, I think you're right, 3 Diglets. He wasn't lying. He came here to make money. And like, yeah, he did. And so he is playing the hits, and he's having some matches here and there with people he hadn't had matches with, on occasion. And yeah, I wouldn't say he's breaking any new ground, though. Randy and Jelly Roll, the new boss man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wouldn't say he has a problem. I wouldn't say he has a problem not going over anymore, for sure. And I'll say this. If Seth was ready, I could absolutely see him ruining Punk's evening. Because one of the last things Punk was saying was, Seth was saying was, I'm going to make sure you're never world champion. Cords are a little tied up down here. Yeah, we could see Seth, ruining. I don't think Seth is faking. I really don't think he's faking. Because he hasn't actually delivered any kind of official prognosis. We still don't know what actually went wrong, right? I think he did feel something happen in his knee at Saturday night's main event and probably had a scare. And for all we know, he could have been fine later that night, but they decided to play on it. But I don't think he faked the injury. Whatever it was that went down on Saturday night's main event, I do think was real. And I think they started working as soon. I think they started working as soon as they knew. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. 3 Diglets. So, because they wouldn't have done that to LA Knight. I don't think they would have screwed LA Knight out of a spot on SummerSlam for this pivot. I don't think they would have done that at all. But yeah. Street fight. Gotta wonder what kind of shenanigans we're gonna get with Cena and Cody. I'm very interested in this final confrontation on Friday too. Before, four things. Justin, I think that actually, let me see here. Let's see.
You think he's jealous? Why he hates you?
Sunday, I think the women will open the show. I think Naomi, Io, and Rhea will open the show. And then Saturday, I mean, gosh, I don't know. I don't know who opens first. Maybe Judgment Day and Charlotte and Alexa, because the way things used to go, or at least like on night 2, I would have it be the second match. I would have TLC be the second match. That's just me though. And then what I would have done is put TLC on night 1 and have that open the whole show, and then have the women open night 2. Typically, the way things have been going now, because they have so many titles in WWE, is that title matches tend to open and close the night a lot of times. But it feels weird for Gunther and CM Punk to open the show, because it looks like Roman and Jey might main event night 1. And I don't think we're seeing Roman and Jey come out. Well, Jey did open WrestleMania, but I don't think Roman is curtain jerking. But if Seth were to cash in, I don't think Gunther and Punk are opening the show either. Like, I know Damian Priest cashed in on the opening match at WrestleMania when Seth was defending against Drew, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know who opens us up. Roman doesn't do a lot of opening. Roman is a closer. Except unless it's like the Royal Rumble, where the Rumble match is going to main event. And in that case, opening the show is usually the second highest spot to be in. Sorry, everybody. Cords are all kinds of tied up down here. Yeah, I mean, he's opened pay-per-views before, but I'm just saying this current Roman Reigns we've got is not that kind. But who knows? I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue who's going to open that first night. Might also open with Tiffany and Jade. As we're on break, we'll be back in about a minute. We'll see what happens. Interesting. So I know we're still on break, but Bronson Reed is making his entrance during the break for the main event, which is different. And also, it's Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman. There is no Braun Breaker. So there's that. Okay. All right, here we go. Bronson Reed making his entrance as we come back. 38th SummerSlam. 12 of them in the New York, New Jersey area. Yeah, George, I mean, it feels pretty predictable. It'll be something like that where Breaker gets involved, and then Roman gets involved. And we end the night with a big, pile on.
Jey Uso, big Bronson Reed, they're set for a tag team match on Summerslam Saturday. Jey and Roman.
Okay, here we go. Jey versus Bronson. Who you got? I feel like it's going to be a DQ in some form or fashion. Probably Jey wins by DQ.
You're trying to get inside the head of big Bronson Reed. If you're Jey Uso, you're trying to show Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker what you're capable of, especially when you stand side by side.
Man, yeah, I bet Becky got some bruises from those kendo sticks. She was fired up after getting smacked around by those. Man, Jey hits that hip attack so good. Well, I mean, we might. I'm thinking now we might get a rushed main event here. I don't know that they'll go 3 hours tonight because we've gotten everybody in the ring as quickly as we can, and they've started them, and the match is underway. So we might get a little extra time, but I think they might kind of rush their way through this match. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Diglets, do you feel like their styles clash a little bit? I feel like Jey is better paired up with Braun Breaker, and Roman would be better paired up with Reed. I mean, Roman could be better paired up with either one of them, I suppose. But I do have a Hogan-ish view of Roman. And so him taking on the big, stinky giant brother feels a little more like Roman and Jey. This is not a one-to-one comparison, okay? But they're a little mega powers-ish to me in that Jey feels more Randy Savage to me, and that he's maybe a little more verbal intensity. He's a little more style with the yeet and the appearance and stuff. And he's also going to be the one taking all the beatings in the tag match. And Roman's the hot tag. So to that degree, I can kind of see them that way. And whenever Randy Savage was champion between WrestleMania 4 and 5, if he was paired up with like Akeem or formerly the One Man Gang or Andre, like I would still watch those matches. But the way Randy dealt with those guys versus the way Hogan dealt with those guys, I don't know. It was always a little different because he is a little smaller. Let's go Uso chants from Detroit. Reed catches him. And boom, world's strongest slam.
Smiling down at the Oracle Mall once again.
Yeah, it's Roman's first match back since Braun speared him the night after WrestleMania, I believe. His first match back since WrestleMania. Because was he in a match then when Braun speared him? I don't remember. Or was it just a segment? Yeah, we're still in commercial break right now. About a minute and a half left till we come back. But it's been a how you guys enjoyed Raw tonight, as we are gearing up for SummerSlam. You saw a Hogan commercial. That's awesome. Love it. As far as go-home shows go, there are some matches I was interested in. I think the 8-woman tag delivered. I really enjoyed the Sammy and Karrion Kross promo. I'm intrigued by Bayley's promo. So I don't know. We'll see what SummerSlam holds. And honestly, this match, Jey and Bronson, and the Gunther and Punk promo were both fine to me. I'm already sold on those matches for this weekend. So I'm just kind of ready to get to them. You know what I mean? It is what it is. A and B combos dropping in to say hello. It's all about that. And what up to everyone in the chat? Yes, sir. A and B. I will see you guys tomorrow for our SummerSlam, our SummerSlam party with Just Alex. It's the hottest party of the summer. Great stuff. But we are back from commercial. Judgment Day's backstage segment was good too, Justin. That sort of lean in there with Roxy and Dom. Dom got Riz for years. He's a generational rizzing luchador. And two El Grandes, of course. D Falk. Hey, man, thanks for joining us. If we do not get, I'm going to put you right up now. If we do not get a tag team of El Grande and El Pequeño, since that was Pete Dunne, I will riot. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. And I would be here for that. The Dos Grandes, if you will. I would 100% be there for that. What if they showed up? What if they show up on Friday to answer the AAA title open challenge? Well, there's our spear. There's Braun Breaker spearing Jey Uso out his boots. Could there be a tribal chief in Detroit that could save his cousin? Americano Rumble. I love it. But yeah, man. Give me the Americanos. Well, WWE.com advertised Roman. Here he is. It's time. Roman, you better come with a weapon. Braun said he had a plan. Here he is with just nothing but aura and Nikes. There he comes, and he drops Bronson Reed. Now it's Braun and Roman. Oh, going for that Samoan drop again, but he can't get him up this time. The white vans. This is Detroit, not Santa Monica. Come on, man. Let's go. Roman helping up Jey. Helping up his fellow Oos. And we got main event and OTC. Standing tall as we're likely going to be heading towards off air. Oh! Jay's got a foot for Braun and a Superman punch for Bronson Reed. Roman's still looking around like he want to do something. They were Nikes the whole time. Detroit is fired up for the tribal chief. Oh, now they're leaving ringside. Oh, they're all about to. Oh, they're going to try to double spear here. They're running around. Oh! And the Usos get dropped. Braun Breaker just snapped the OTC in half into an OT. And I think Jey Uso is about to get tsunami, dog. Here we go. Big spear. Is Bronson about to go up? Is he going to get splattered like Earthquake splattered Damien all those years ago? Here comes a tsunami. Here we go. Nobody to save him. Boom! Splat to Jey Uso. Well, it's no good. Roman's still just kind of squatting down there, breathing heavy. I think they're going to try to. Are they going to try to put Roman through a table? OTC chance in Detroit. He's outnumbered, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Wow. Roman takes the dive spot over the table. Braun Breaker just out here. War cry celebrating over the corpse of Roman Reigns. And there you have it. We still don't have our ending credits yet, though. No Paul Levesque and Lee Fitting yet. They're trying to call the dogs off. A couple of refs are down here, but they haven't done it yet. Roman trying to get himself to his feet, but now Braun got Roman up on his shoulders. Oh, Roman about to take a tsunami. I think that's what we're about to see. Calling Bronson up. Is this really so much a plan? Doesn't feel like they've planned this much. And then boom, tsunami to Roman Reigns. Bronson Reed killed 50 men in Okinawa. Bronson Reed dropping tsunamis left and right on the bloodline. Now Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker sitting here talking trash over the body of Roman Reigns. All this used to be yours, but it's mine now. Braun Breaker's finding his voice. He is finding his voice. I can't believe we're still on the air. This seems to be the kind of moment that they'd have been off the air by now. This is wild. Just aura farming now at this point between Bronson and Braun. Braun Breaker's twitching. Oh, now he's getting low. He's about to crawl out the ring. I think we're about to see a one more spear through the barricade. Oh my gosh. Oh! He spears them both through the barricade. Both through the barricade. When was the last time you saw a figure in WWE stand this triumphant over these two main event talents of this magnitude? Y'all, you still have this much time to jump on the Braun Breaker train. Bronson Reed taking his shoes. He's ganking his shoes. Oh my gosh, Bronson Reed done stole his shoes. They straight up mugged this boy. Bronson Reed done stole his sneakers. He go get his bike now. It's Friday. Debo is straight Debo. Like, give me that chain. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and they're in Brooklyn next Monday. Man, listen, you got this much time to jump on the Braun Breaker train before it leaves the station. They are going full speed ahead. Full speed ahead on Braun Breaker. This is how you see the future, guys. Those of you who were rocking like I was in 2004, we saw Randy Orton start to do stuff like this back when he was just a rookie, just a kid in Evolution. We saw that there. You see Brock Lesnar doing that stuff in 2002 a little bit before things were getting real big, before he took on The Rock. Telling you, man, Braun Breaker is on his way. And I don't think I'd want to be Seth coming back, having to deal with this problem. But yeah, what an ending. That's going to be a marked moment. Stealing his shoes. Mugging the kid of his shoes. That is so gangster. So yeah, that'll be a marked moment for sure. Real quick, let me know your ratings in the chat. Yeah, solid show tonight, man. Finished really strong. There were a few individual segments I thought were great. I'm on my way. That's right. Oh man, he's been to the danger zone. Yeah. Okay, Diglett's giving it a 6 out of 10, 8.5 from George, 10 out of 10 for Justin. Yeah, great show tonight. Really enjoyed it. Please join me tomorrow for NXT. And after NXT, head over to Just Alex's channel because myself, A&B Combos will all be there with Just Alex talking SummerSlam, a SummerSlam preview show for Just Alex, and we'll be doing that together. So please feel free to join. And I'll be with you guys later this week for SmackDown and SummerSlam as well. We're going to have a good time. Stay hydrated, stay well fed. We're going to snack up all kinds of stuff this weekend. We're going to have a really good time. Give it 2 Americanos up. And yeah, man, take care of yourselves this week. Have a great week. I will see you again tomorrow night. And man, don't forget to be a mark. Being a mark made that show so much more fun. That's right, man. The prayers, the training, the vitamins. Rocky loves Emily. Hans and Tum Tum. 3 ninjas, dude. And I'm not talking about High Noon at Mega Mountain, which I was in, brother. But the original. The original. With the prank laxatives, bro. Long before Dumb and Dumber did it. Yeah, dude. Check it out. Anyway. Not my best Hogan. But you know what? I'm grieving. So anyways. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you guys same time tomorrow for NXT. And until then, man, don't forget to believe. Believing makes wrestling better. Absolutely makes wrestling better. And we're going to have a ton of better wrestling this week because we are going to believe together. And I will see you guys very soon. Have a great night, everybody. Love you guys so much. Take care of yourselves. See you in 24 hours or less.